2020 has been quite a year. A year of tremendous change, a year of turmoil, conflict, a year that has impacted all of us in so many ways. I'd like you to reflect back on 2020 and what you learned specifically from 2020. What did you take from it? Did you realize that 2020 just highlighted the level of stress and anxiety that change produces in you? Or maybe you realize that being alone and having the solitude and isolation is not so bad, whereas other people really missed the social gatherings and the being around a lot of people. Some people miss just being out and about and going to different events and venues. Some people missed the fact that they couldn't eat out and go to entertaining things and concerts. But some people really liked the fact that they could stay home and cook and maybe rearrange their sock drawer, work on projects, decluttering their house. There were a lot of things that happened in 2020, but it was a year of struggles for many, many people. Whether it's conflict that you've encountered in your relationship, or maybe in your family, or maybe related to your physical health or someone else's health and well-being. Maybe there's been loss in 2020. There's been a lot that's been happening in this year that has impacted so many of us. So the question comes back to, when you reflect on 2020, what did you learn about yourself over this year? What did you learn that maybe you didn't know or you knew, but it brought it into focus? So for me, this has been a year of transition and a year of change. In fact, 2021, I will start in a new position, working full-time at the VA, February the 1st. And I'm excited about this new adventure, this new challenge in my life, about doing different things, working with different people, and just learning more about our veterans, learning how to serve that group of people who I think are so deserving and can benefit from mental health services. I am excited to be at the forefront of that process of helping our military be better and heal from their pain. So maybe it's a change in your work, maybe it's a change in your relationship, or maybe it's a change in your health, either for the good or for the bad, that you've had to adjust to. Something else that many of us have realized, I certainly appreciate this, is how much we need people, how much relationships mean to us, and how important they are in our lives, especially when we don't have them on a day-to-day basis because of quarantine, because of isolation, and wanting to be safe and secure. But relationships mean so much, and 2020 has really brought out the importance of our connections and our relationships with people. Something else that has happened in 2020 for a lot of people is you learn more about technology. You had to, because technology was our way of connecting when we couldn't be in person. And whether you like it or not, you learned some skills and some tools. I mean, I know so many of us get tired of those Zoom meetings and the video conferencing, but we certainly learned how to use our computers in a better way, in a more, let's say, complex way to actually engage in people that maybe aren't physically present. So we've learned more about technology over this year. And I know the masks have been annoying for so many people, but we've also learned more about how to stay safe, in the midst of a pandemic, and what works and what doesn't work. And that has been a valuable lesson. For many of us, we've also learned the value of our faith and leaning into our faith and relying more on a relationship with God and recognizing that that's the one constant that we can trust and count on. Because so many things we don't have control over, so many things in life during 2020 have been unpredictable, have been ever changing. But that's one that we can count on. 2020 has been quite the year. And I'm asking you, that there are things that I'm sure you've learned. Take those things and apply them to 2021. Because 2020 is not over on January 1st of the new year. There are going to be things that we're going to take forward. It's not just going to end overnight. But there are some good things that we can take. Maybe it is slowing down, being still, and recognizing the value of not always going, not working 24/7, but being still and being mindful and recognizing the value in that. So whatever it is, I challenge you to find what you've learned and apply it to the new year. Because there is value in all of our experiences. And 2020 was filled with many, many different experiences. Have a happy new year and a joyful and peaceful season. Until next time, Dr. Tony signing out.